This is a quick video on how to use the DirectPrint JSON API Explorer. In order to enable API access, just double check that you've got API access enabled in the DirectPrint administration console. Under Security API Access, just check that you have an API key showing for your account. If you don't have an API key showing, then click the button here to enable the REST API. We recommend that you keep the API disabled when you're not actively using it for API queries. Next, to get into our API Explorer, click on System Configuration and API Explorer. You'll be presented with this screen. You'll note that there's a series of tabs across the top of the screen. Each of these tabs relates to a group of APIs that we expose on the platform for people to manipulate data inside of the DirectPrint platform. In this example, I'm going to use the printers API to first of all list printers, then edit them, and then re-upload them to the platform. So I click on the printers API tab, and then the first API that I'm going to take a look at is the list printers API. By the way, we have fully documented APIs that is available publicly, so you can feel free to consult the API documentation that relates to each of these API sets that we have available on the platform. In this instance, I'm going to use the list printers API first. The list printers API doesn't require any body input, so you don't need to input any data to the API. Or what the API Explorer does is automatically attach your API key to invoke the APIs. So it's a convenient way of interfacing with the APIs without having to set up command line utilities or alternatively different API access through maybe scripting languages. So this is just a convenient way of accessing the APIs. In this example, I'm going to click Prepare API Request, no body data required. The request is ready, and we're ready to send the request to the API. Click Send Request to API, and you'll see that in the third window here, bottom right corner, there's a bunch of information that's returned from the API. This is JSON format. If you like working in JSON format, you can cut and paste the data out of this window and manipulate the JSON data directly. Sometimes, quite often, it's preferable to work with CSV, so spreadsheet data, for example. We've built a JSON to CSV converter into this interface. Just click on Convert JSON to CSV, and you'll see that in this window, the fourth window, bottom left corner, there is the same data but neatly arranged in CSV. Sometimes a bit difficult to edit data in this view, so let's export it to a spreadsheet so that we can work with it in a more structured way. I'm going to click Download CSV, and you'll see that you got an output CSV file that's downloaded to your file system. I'm going to use Google Sheets to import that file into Google Sheets. So here, if you haven't done it before, File, Import. I'm going to upload that downloaded file from my device. Here's my output one CSV. Uploading the file. You can take these standard import features and just select Import Data. This has now imported the DirectPrint data into a spreadsheet. The neat thing is now you can continue to edit the data in this spreadsheet. You'll notice there's IDs alongside all of the printers in the platform. If you supply an ID, the API assumes that you're editing a printer. If there is no ID associated to the printer, it will try and create you a new printer. You can see here the different columns of data that relates to the printer. So for example, if you wanted to adjust the per page cost for a particular printer using the spreadsheet, you can make on-the-fly amendments into the spreadsheet as you wish. If you want to reverse the process, if you want to then basically upload or make changes to the data inside the platform, I'm just going to grab the first 4 records out of this spreadsheet rather than updating everything. Just Control and C or right click and copy the required data. Make sure you include the headers out of the spreadsheet. Come back into the API Explorer, and basically we're just going to reverse the process. So instead of listing printers, I'm going to create an update printers. I'm going to paste the CSV that I grabbed from the spreadsheet into this window. So here's the spreadsheet data. It's not actually comma separated, it's actually tab separated in this in this instance, but the interpreter will be able to deal with that. You can then click Prepare API Request. That's going to turn it into some nice JSON. What you can see here, we're using the Put API this time, not the Get API. So the Put API updates information in the platform. Click Send Request to API, and this will tell you how many were attempted and how many were updated. In this case, no errors are showing, so that we know that those 4 printers that we have edited have been successfully updated in the platform. Now, if you go back into your list printers view, you will see the updated printer information in the direct print platform. This is a very convenient way for working with printers at scale or making mass changes to printer data through the use of a spreadsheet. We've tried to make it as simple as possible for administrators to be able to run this loop using a spreadsheet as their key editing software, key editing device, if you like. Just again to make it as simple as possible to do mass printer administration. Thank you.